Virgo, hi. Welcome. This is going to be your video, your tarotscope for Cancer season 2020. This reading is going to be a little bit differently from how I did them in Gemini season, so I'll take a quick look at what the general theme will be for you, what you will need to attend to, and what you will need to be mindful of, watch out for, or avoid, as well as a positive outcome should you choose to take that path. That seems too short and sweet. So Virgo, this is going to be 11th house themes for you, I believe. So humanitarian efforts, the collective consciousness, brilliance, far out ideas, aliens, all that fun stuff that we associate with Aquarius. And yeah, welcome. If you're new to my channel, I do just like to take a quick moment at the beginning of all these readings to invite you to connect to your intuition and your higher self, your gods and your guides, just whoever it is that you pray to when you're in need of guidance and answers. I just like to take a moment to invite them into these readings today, and bring a sense of discernment for any messages that are meant for you, taking what resonates and leaving the rest. Okay, Virgo. All right. So what is the theme of Cancer season 2020 for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising? Okay, I love a good jumper. What will Virgo need to attend to? Okay. Goes upright. And what will Virgo need to watch out for or avoid? And what is the positive outcome for Virgo? Oh, there's so many. Okay, I'm feeling this guy. I'm feeling you, and you, I think. Okay, bottom of the deck for you is Strength reversed. Okay, so confusion, doubt, apathy. Don't we love all of those things? And then the Seven of Swords reversed. It's coming out of a self-delusion in some way. Realizing where those things are coming from in some way as well. The Wheel of Fortune and Temperance and the World and the Sun and the Chariot all follow. So like, girl, are you working through some big cycles right now? Because the tarot is telling me you are. You're working through like accepting things as they are. They're working on tempering yourself. They're working on like feeling yourself, you know, redefining happiness. Realizing that we're not always in the driver's seat when we would like to be. Yeah, and just kind of getting back to the core of what strength means to you, Virgo. Woo! Whew, feel all that heavy major arcana energy. That's intense. All right, the theme for you is going to be chop wood. Okay, Virgo. So, one of your strengths is definitely knowing what bite-sized pieces you need to be carving things into order to achieve a goal. So this can be looking at, how to take one big daunting thing and then just breaking it up into like, how can I make my daily tasks support this? How can I make sure that I am able to give enough time to this so that over time, my habits will work for me? This can also be just appreciating how far you've come. For a lot of you, I'm feeling this is very much those moments of like quiet, peaceful reflection, like, oh my God, life is so good. Nice, that's a cute theme. So what you'll need to attend to is Judgment and the Four of Wands. Wow. Okay, what did I just say about, accepting the quiet moments as they are? Let's stew on this for a second. Okay, this feels like an augur. Like, I feel like this card is being augmented by this. I feel like when I see this card sometimes it feels, You know how you add salt to a dish in order to enhance its flavor? Like this is how I'm feeling about it. It's like it's judgment, but it's salty judgment. It's like potent judgment. It's augmented in some way. I feel like there is, oops, sorry guys, a line in the sand that you maybe have drawn recently, or like a reconnecting to your inner truth for some of you, or like just reconciliation of like Judgment Day, of like the things at the end of the day, the stories that everyone has been living, like the story of your book. I feel like you might be coming to a place where you're feeling really, really good about who you've been up until this point. Like this is a self-esteem boost, and you're prepared at this moment to like kind of let things go that no longer serve you. I feel like in some way this can also be for some of you, this will be showing up in large groups to celebrate a redial of justice, or to be, or judgment, pardon me, or to be finding your cohort. Finding the people that will celebrate the right things with you. For some of you, I feel like. This can also be, these are high holy days. This is showing up as like, if you are a social justice activist, like this can be like a protest. Like these are people who are coming together in order to demand the line in the sand. You know what I mean? I'm also seeing, it's like storming the castle is like just this vibe that's like, yeah, make them answer for what they did, Virgo. Like, hell yeah. Love that for you. What you will need to be mindful of, or avoiding, or watching out for is the Hanged One and the Three of Swords. Okay, escapism is not your friend, baby. We often talk about Pisces as being the deceptive one in your duo, or like the delusional one, but there's something about believing that perfection is possible, that is as much of a delusion as escaping completely is. So just take that as you will. I'm really seeing here, inaction is not your friend, and neither is like avoiding what you know to be true, avoiding this heartache piece. When we're in places where our judgment is sound, when we're in places where we know things, we just know, and they're big knowings with this Four of Wands. This is the 1111 card. This is the wish card. When we're in that place where we're connected to truth, connected to, what needs to change, things that make us not integrate that are our friends. Walking away from heartache that has taught you something is not your friend. It is not your friend. It's very, very important for you, Virgo, during this season to be back in that place where you allow... This is interesting. This is a similar theme to what came up for Cancer for their birthday season. But this is kind of feeling like bringing meaning back into something, like feeling... For some of you, this is going to be like an overwhelm piece. Like there will be emotional overwhelm, and there's that tendency to want to walk away so that you can like escape the pain in some way, or just like indulge in something, or like use drugs to dull the pain, or drinking, or like whatever it is, and it, like you have this beautiful justice moment. You have this beautiful moment where you're able to like clear karma, where you're able to close up a big cycle. Do not do yourself the disservice of like, do you know what I mean? Like, don't do yourself the disservice of feeling out of that, like of walking out of that, of escaping from that. There's a big thing that you're trying to do right now. And it comes from something that was very, very deeply rooted within you, something that moved you, and something that was connected to what you want most. I feel like this is something that's like, you have wanted this for a very long time. So why are you all of a sudden like, well, no, it actually didn't hurt that bad the first time that, this sword pierced my heart. Like, I can let that go. Like, no, you can't, because it's been formative. It's been who the evolutionary story of who Virgo is. You need to be understanding how this moment in the upright brought you to where you are, and not getting into indecision, that's a new word, indecision, or into stagnation, or into places where you feel that, I can't do anything about it right now, so I'm not going to do anything at all. Like, don't betray yourself that way. Don't cheat on yourself that way. This is you. This is you. Okay. Positive outcome. Should you choose to work with these energies and integrate them? We have the Fool, we have the Ace of Pentacles reversed, we have the Five of Cups, and we have the King of Cups reversed. Yeah, what did I just say? Like, allow yourself to grieve whatever this was. Escapism is only going to dull the pain for a minute, Virgo. You need to be allowing the things that are not meant for you to pass you by. For some of this will be. You also need to be reevaluating what your self-esteem is all about, like where your emotional regulation techniques are working. This is a very positive outcome. I know it looks like this has been the theme for a lot of the signs this month. Is like your positive outcome is like you get to be sad. But guess what? Like, with the sadness becomes this bright new beginning. So go through it. The only way to get to the other side of this judgment moment, of this like major arcana, like soul clearing, like collective consciousness, closing of a chapter, you gotta go through it. You gotta go through it. You can't go around it. You can't go over it. You can't go under it. You gotta go through it, baby. And it's gonna, at the end of the day, like, this card really talks about, like, you have to mourn the things that have been lost before you can pick the things up that still remain. And when that process is done, not before, but when, you get to leap off into the unknown with a brand new cycle. Brand new cycle. It does come with missed opportunities. It does. It does come with letting things go that weren't serving you. It also comes with, the death of, with this, I'm feeling like the death of feeling like you had to be the emotional stable person, or like the, had to have it all on lock. Like, letting that vulnerability piece break through and not defending your solitude, or like your sense of aloneness in a way. Like, usually it's a good idea to look at other people's perspectives, but not for you right now, because this is your story, this is your truth, this is your grief. There's nothing more personal than grief for you. And your grief and your pain will inform your next steps. It will inform who you're meant to become, because nothing, and I mean nothing, teaches us about who we really are and what is most important to us at the end of the day than the things that move us. So let it move you. Let it move you. This is a very beautiful, very, very beautiful spread for you, Virgo. I really hope that this is, let your heart break open. It's such a beautiful heart, and there's so much beautiful stuff in there. Okay, let's go ahead and wrap this up, Virgo. How do the Virgonian babes work with this energy during Cancer season 2020? Or if there are any unspoken messages left, let us just get at them right now. Okay, we have Thinker reversed and Deep Knowing reversed on the bottom of the deck. Okay, you're not alone in this. I want to say you're not alone in feeling overwhelmed right now. And it's okay to detach from analysis paralysis. It's okay to, like, just turn that switch in your brain where it's like, I can think my way through this, or like, getting out of analysis paralysis and getting back into the emotion of it, getting back into, like, the deep juice, like getting back into, interesting. For some of you, this will be talking about there's an avoidance piece here. There's an avoidance of those tender emotions that's causing you to get into this place of like thinking about all the stuff and then thinking about them again and then thinking about them a third time and then a fourth time and a fifth time, and next thing you know, you got a headache. You know what I mean? So really just allowing yourself to get back into that place where you are feeling those emotions. It's going to be a challenge, but you are not alone in this process. It is your process to do alone, but you are not alone. Okay. That's it, Virgo. That is what I have for you. I hope that this resonates. If it does, please give it a like. Please let me know what's going on in the comments. And I will see you on the other side of Cancer season. Okay, bye.